Today's story is about a stubborn student who falls in love with his class teacher. At first, the teacher did not take him seriously because he was much younger than her. But as time passes, the situation changes and the teacher also gradually falls in love with the student. And then both of them together do such things which we will see in today's whole story. So, hello friends, my name is Blackstar, and before moving forward in the story, I want to tell you that if you are offended by any line or video clip said in this story, then I request you to watch the story only for the purpose of entertainment. So the story begins with a school teacher named Layla, who got divorced a few months ago, due to which she started feeling very disturbed. So to move on a little, she leaves her hometown and moves to a new city where she gets a job as an English teacher in a school. Here, the school principal introduces her to her new colleague Shannon, who is a little senior to Layla. On the other hand, we see a boy named Jason whose parents changed his school because of his poor grade. Jason is a very intelligent and calm boy who comes from a middle-class family. He has his parents, an elder brother, and a younger sister at home, but there was a lot of trouble in his family. Jason's elder brother Michael was serving a sentence of 20 years for selling drugs in the school. Jason himself was also quietly walking on the same path, but his purpose was different. He wanted to educate his sister in a good school because his own education was being run with the funds received from the church, which he did not like at all. The next day, Layla had her first class in school when she sees that Jason enters the class last, but Layla does not pay much attention to him. Then after the class is over, another teacher of the school named Andrew comes to her class. Andrew meets Layla and introduces himself. Layla also smiles and tells her name. Here, outside the school, Jason and his old friends were joking about the new teacher. Layla's family consists of her mother and her younger brother, and she was missing her mother and brother at night, so she calls them and talks. On the other hand, when Jason returns home late at night, his mother scolds him and explains that he should stay away from his old friends and should not go on the wrong path like Mike. On this, Jason gets a little irritated and says that, "Mom, they are just my friends and you are taking tension for no reason. I am not going to become like Michael." Next day, after class, Jason comes to Layla and asks for help to write a personal essay. Layla asks what the topic is. Then Jason hesitatingly says that this is a personal essay. Layla says, "You can share the topic with me without hesitation. I will not tell anyone, and this will also help me to understand my students better." But Jason refuses to tell the topic and starts to leave. Layla follows him. Then Shannon stops her and says, "Don't waste time on these useless students." Layla replies that no matter how my students are, I will do my duty as a teacher with full honesty. Next day, when Layla is checking the profiles of her students, she finds out that Jason is a new student in this school. Then she tells all the students to recite their poetry in the class. When Jason's turn comes, he slowly stands up and starts reading his poetry. There were deep things hidden in his poetry, in which he had written that how bad times make you a strong person, and no matter how good or bad you are a strong person. Why not become a person? People will judge you the way they need you to be. Layla likes his poetry so much that she gets lost in it for a while. Then after the class, she tells Jason that his poetry was the best in the class. I really liked it, and explains him that one should never ignore his emotions because these are what make us real human beings. Then she asks him about his previous school change and why did he change school suddenly. Jason tells her that he did so on the advice of his mom and dad. There was no special expression in his voice, but there was a lot hidden in his eyes. In the next scene, when Layla reaches home, she sees that her ex-husband has sent her signed divorce papers. The next day, in school, Andrew invites Layla to chill at Hotspot Pub. Layla says that she will definitely come after the class is over. Layla asks Jason what happened to his essay. He says that I have written it. Layla says that if you have any problem, then tell me. I like to understand my students and help them. Jason also feels very approachable because of these things, and here both of them talk a lot. Now in the evening, Andrew and Layla talk about each other while drinking in a Hotspot Pub, and then as soon as the music starts, both of them go and start dancing. Jason is also there and feels very good seeing Layla and Layla's smile and him dancing, because he was seeing her laughing openly like this for the first time. After this, when Layla starts going home, Andrew was thinking that maybe Layla will kiss him because he started liking her, but Layla just gives him a right and leave. Next day in school, during class, Layla's eyes were repeatedly going to Jason's empty seat. Jason was not present in the class, and Layla started missing Jason for some reason. Then after the class is over, Jason comes back, and Layla tells him that if you keep missing class like this, I will not help you by giving my extra time. Then Jason holds her hand and says sorry that he will not do this again. Then Layla says, "Okay, be careful from now on." After this, we are shown the night scene where Layla is talking to her mom on call. Then suddenly there's a knock on the door. door. As soon as she opens the door, Layla is surprised because there were injury marks on Jason's face. She asks, "What about you? Your nose is bleeding. How did this happen?" Jason says that there was just a small fight and I could not go home in this condition. So I thought of coming here and freshening up a bit. After cleaning the blood, Layla asks him once again why the fight happened. Jason tells that there was a small fight with old friends and nothing else. Layla says, "How will you reach home in this condition?" "I will drop you home." Then Jason also agrees. Now on the way, Layla asks about his family, but Jason does not talk much about it. Now it started raining, so Jason says that the rain looks so beautiful. "Let's go out." Layla refuses at first, but when Jason starts insisting, she agrees. Then she also gets down from the car and starts getting wet in the rain. Then they see that the whole city looks very beautiful in the rain. Then Jason tells her that, "I saw you in the pub. I saw you dancing. Will you teach me such dance too?" Saying this, he slowly comes closer to Layla and starts touching her, but Layla controls herself and moves back and says that we should leave now. After this, before leaving him home, Layla explains him that there is only a teacher and student relationship between us. We should not go beyond this. Jason listens to her, but leaves from there without saying anything. Next day at home, Jason's mom sees his file and notices that Jason's grades have become better than before. She happily asks Jason about this, to which Jason says that my new teacher is helping me in studies, and she is very good. Hearing this, his mom becomes even more happy and says that I will meet her in the next week's parents' meeting and say thanks. Now in the evening, Layla and Andrew are drinking in Hotspot Pub and Jason is sitting in the corner. Andrew is also sitting there, although Layla had forbidden him from coming to pub. Andrew starts asking very personal questions about Layla, due to which Layla gets a little upset and leaves on the pretext of going to the washroom. Jason, seeing all this, goes behind her, and as soon as Layla comes out of the washroom, he starts kissing her. Layla is also unable to stop herself, but then suddenly pushes Jason away, and without saying anything goes to Andrew and makes an excuse that she got a call from her mom that she is not well, so she has to go. Then as soon as he leaves, Shannon comes to Andrew. Then Jason crosses them and goes behind Layla. Then Shannon says to Andrew, "Did you notice that Jason is getting too close to Layla?" Andrew is a little surprised to hear this because he wanted to make friends with Layla. Layla was thinking about Jason after coming home. Then Jason comes and knocks on the door. Then Layla says this is not the right time. You go to your house. Jason says, "I just want to talk." Then Layla opens the door. After this, Jason starts feeling more and more and controlling himself. She says that nothing like this can happen between us because you are my student and I am your teacher. So you should leave from here now. If someone sees you here at this time, then there will be a problem. Jason does not listen to her and starts kissing her. Layla tries a lot to stop him, but Jason was not going to stop. He says that, "I know you have started loving me, but you are deliberately lying to yourself." Layla does not say anything on this, but everything's being told through her eyes. Then Jason slowly goes closer and starts kissing her again. And this time Layla also starts losing control over herself. Then Jason takes her inside. Here Layla tries to stop him again, but Jason does not stop. This time he crosses all limits, and both of them go completely out of control. Next morning, Layla takes a promise from Jason that whatever happened should not be known to anyone, and this should not happen between us again. Hearing this, Jason starts laughing and says that, "Okay, I will not tell anyone, but you also know that this will definitely happen between us again." Layla's expressions on this were also clearly telling that Jason is right. Then in school, Shannon tells Layla that after you left Andrew and I had a lot of fun in the pub. Layla replies to her with a light smile, but the thoughts of last night were still going on in her mind. On the other hand, Jason had a different game going on. He borrows money from his drug supplier, and while leaving, the dealer tells Jason to come and meet him next week. There's a business opportunity for you. In the same school, Andrew meets Layla and asks about her mother's health. Layla was about to say something when Jason comes there. Layla tells Andrew that we will talk later. Saying this, she leaves with Jason. Then after going inside the class, when Jason was about to kiss Layla, while talking, Layla stops him and says that we should not do this in class. We have to behave in front of everyone as if there is nothing between us. And she also reminds him of the promise. Jason says, "Okay, I understand, but I have brought a gift for you. Now close your eyes." Layla closes her eyes. After this, Jason makes Layla wear a gold chain, which Layla likes a lot. Then she says, "Jason, I like you a lot, but I am also very tense about our relationship because you're still underage, which can cause a lot of problems." Jason, he says that, "Yes, I know, but I am not going to tell this to anyone. We spent last night very beautifully, and I want that such moments come again in future. So we are going to meet again next Saturday." Layla refuses at first, but on Jason's insistence, she he also says yes. Then at night, Layla tells her mom that she likes someone, but he is younger than her. Mom says that it is okay, but keep in mind that the person who trusts the relationship should be reliable. Next Saturday, Jason and Layla both go to the lake to spend time together while having fun. Both of them start spending this romantic moment very beautifully. Jason had completely fallen in love with Layla, but Layla again explains to him that I am married and I have also got divorced. I am not right for you, so you should not go further than this. But Jason says, I like you the way you are. After this, both of them talk a lot while loving each other, and Jason also takes some selfies from his mobile. After this, both of them have a lot of fun while swimming in the lake, and then they also get intimate there. After some time, both of them come back up after getting tired, and both of them start talking lovingly again. Layla was very happy because Jason fulfills all her needs. Jason also says happily that we will always come together like this to spend time. After this, in the evening, when Jason comes home and is freshening up, his mother checks his mobile and sees the photos of both of them. But mother did not know that Layla is Jason's teacher, so she thinks that she is Jason's girlfriend. After this, on the day of the parents' meeting, Layla asks for an important file from Andrew. After giving the file, Andrew tells her that we both are very good friends, but we have to go beyond that. If you are thinking about relationship, then give me a chance. On this, Layla does not give any special reply and just smiles and leaves. After this, Jason's mom sees Layla talking to other parents and understands that the girl in the photo with Jason was his teacher. Then when Layla calls Jason's mom inside to talk to her, Jason's mom tells her that I got my son admitted in this school so that he can get better education, but he is spoiling his future by wasting time with you. It will be better if you end all this yourself, otherwise no one will be worse than me. Saying this, she leaves in anger. But seeing them leaving in anger, the principal asks Layla the reason for this. Then Layla handles the situation and tells the principal that Jason's grades are quite good. I don't know, maybe his mom was in a hurry, so she left. Then in the evening, Jason returns the money to those drug smugglers. Then they tell him about the business opportunity and say that we thought you would do our work, but you are too young for this work, so forget about it. After this, when he reaches home, his mom calls him in the room and scolds him and says, do you think I am an idiot? I have seen photos with Layla in your phone. What is all this going on? What do you do in school? You are having an affair with a teacher. You are crazy. Then his dad also comes there, but Jason explains to his mom that this is nothing like an affair with a teacher. Rather, we both like each other, and there is a bonding between us. But his mom asks him to end all this, but Jason doesn't listen and leaves in anger. Meanwhile, Layla is telling her mom that she is not having an affair with a teacher. Jason calls up his teacher and tells her that the underage boy she was talking about is actually his student. Her mother scolds him a lot for this and says that a student of the school is underage, so you can be arrested. What suggestion should I give you? You are smart yourself. Let us see that Jason goes to Layla's house, where Layla gets angry at him that you should not come here. Your mom came to school and she is coming to know about it. She will report to the police, or if the school principal comes to know about all this, then it will be a big mess. Jason tries to calm her down, but she does not listen, due to which Jason shouts at her. Seeing this, Layla asks him to leave the house, so he also leaves feeling ashamed. Now Layla starts getting tense because if everyone comes to know about this, then the teacher's dignity will be questioned and the school will also be defamed. After a while, she sees that Jason put a letter inside Layla's house in which it is written that he will never harm Layla and he loves Layla very much. After reading this, Layla calls him inside and sees that Jason has brought flowers for her. She starts smiling for this cute moment and hugs Jason because she had also become used to Jason. Then what was to happen? Jason takes her inside again, and once again there is a storm and earthquake in the room. Then the next morning, Layla says that slowly everyone is getting to know about this relationship. I know that only Shannon knows about this in the school. Now what will your mom do? I am not able to understand anything. If the principal comes to know, then a lot will happen. Jason tells that I have some money. If both of us go away from here, then there will be no problem. Layla says that it is not so easy in this matter. This has to be handled with care. In the next scene, Layla goes to school where she starts talking to Jason, but Andrew sees them talking and gets very angry because he liked Layla. Then Shannon tells him that Jason and Layla's relationship has progressed a lot, so it is better if you don't waste your time on Layla. After this, we see Jason in the evening, who earns some more money by selling drugs and then comes home and gives a doll to his sister and starts talking to her. On the other hand, Layla was working till late night in the school when Andrew comes there and starts misbehaving with Layla and suddenly starts forcing himself on her, and he rapes her. Next, we see Layla at her home, who is crying. Meanwhile, Jason also comes there, and seeing Layla's condition, he asks what happened. Layla tells him that Andrew has raped her. Hearing this, Jason gets very angry and is about to go to kill Andrew, but Layla stops him and says that he knows everything about our relationship, and if we take any action, then he will tell everyone about us. Then she says that I will resign from school, and then both of us will leave the city and go somewhere far. Next day in school, Jason sees Andrew, and remembering the misbehavior with Layla, he confronts Andrew and starts hitting him. Seeing this, everyone tries to stop them, and then after some time, police comes and arrests Jason and takes him away. After this, Jason's mom hands him over to the police. After getting him out on bail from the station, Layla is also waiting for Jason outside, but Jason's mom starts shouting at Layla and says that you should leave my son alone. I have already lost one son, and now I don't want to see another son's life being ruined. Saying this, she takes Jason away. After this, Layla comes home and gets very upset because of her, a student's life is getting spoiled somewhere. Then after thinking something, she calls Andrew and calls him to a place. And after meeting him, she says that whatever bad act you've done with me, all this has been recorded in the camera installed in front of class. So if I want, I can ruin your life by filing a police complaint. If you don't take back your statement against Jason, then I will have to report to the police. I don't care about my respect, but I will not leave you either. Hearing this, Andrew gets scared, and he takes back his statement. Now, after getting rid of the police, Jason comes directly to Layla and talks about leaving the city with her. But Layla tells him very sadly that I am leaving the city, but you will not come with me. Jason does not agree to this, but she explains to him that your life has just started and your parents also have a lot of expectations from you, so you should focus on your studies and career. Hearing this, Jason becomes very sad and says that I love you very much. I will not be able to live without you. Layla says that I also love you very much, but for your well-being, I will have to do this. We can never be together, but I will always wait for you and will keep loving you. Jason cries a lot after hearing this and goes home. After going home, his mother explains to him that no mother can see her son sad like this. Your life is not over yet. It is not over. Sometimes we have to change our paths to make life better, which hurts us a lot. This is just the beginning. You will get better from this. On the other hand, we see Layla, who is about to leave the city. She was also very sad, but as a token, she had brought the same poem of Jason which Jason had read in the class. While reading that poem, she cries a lot because even though their relationship was of a teacher and student, they started loving each other with all their heart. It is difficult to leave a person who loves you from the heart. But Layla's decision was also right, because love does not mean only getting each other or staying together forever. But sometimes, for the better, we have to separate from each other. The story of Jason and Layla may seem incomplete, but often incomplete stories are the most beautiful because they give us the strength to move forward and teach us a lot. Jason and Layla still have a life left to live. Maybe they will meet again at some point in their lives. So friends, what do you think? Should Jason and Layla's relationship end like this, or should they spend the rest of their lives together? Do tell us by commenting. I hope you liked this movie explained video. If you want to see more similar movie explained videos, then you can watch this video by clicking here. Now I go and see you in the next video.